Paul's coming with me. Paul's coming with me. That's gay. It's gay. It's super gay. It's the gayest match in WrestleMania history.
Say that.
And we gonna have
It's like in the back of my throat right now.
dude.
Hold on.
mouth mob.
You good?
What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's GQ Wrestling back at you. It's been a while. We know. But
Nobody don't care. Nobody cares. Y'all ain't checking for us, man.
nobody,
Don't pretend y'all is, man.
nobody emails. Nobody texts.
Where have y'all been? Y'all supposed to be keeping us on it, but you know what?
But
It's both our faults.
But guess where we are headed, y'all? It is WrestleMania week.
Yep, the road to WrestleMania is over, and I'm not happy. I'm letting y'all know that straight up. I'm not even happy.
And if Q isn't happy, G isn't happy.
Man, let's get to it. Number one topic, and the number one thing, the number one reason I'm not happy. They have reduced the biggest star all year, main event Jey Uso,
Why Triple H?
to a opening act
Why?
for a match featuring 3 grown straight men fighting over a old man, not for a possibility of a championship, but only for companionship. And they put this as the main event of WrestleMania.
As y'all can see,
Get
Q
the
is
F out of here.
Q is pretty pissed off about this.
I'm not able to get past this. And it's not even about being old school. Because, true, back in the day, the matches for the belts were given their rightful place. What's the purpose of it? Of the championship, the number one item of your brand. What's the purpose of that not being on full display and given its right place in the tradition of everything, the pageantry of everything? You telling me that your main roster belt deserves a opening feature? Is this WrestleMania supposed to celebrate the best of the year and the best stories of the year and putting it all towards a finality? If you look at this WrestleMania, both of the main events were randomly thrown together.
Yeah, guys, the fact that they've been pushing Jay so big, he's been going from city to city, state to state, country. He's the biggest
Heat movement crazy.
hands down right now. In my opinion, Jay is the biggest star.
And don't forget, Jey Uso was so big that he was the main event for the first night on Netflix. Roman was the opening act. Roman had to even acknowledge Jey and fall back. But because, I don't know, internet culture and them saying this about Jey and that about Jey, with Triple H claims he don't even care about, you put some random match that could have been on free TV. I'm talking about in the Roman match at WrestleMania. If this was a match that featured Roman, CM Punk, and maybe Brock Lesnar fighting over Paul Heyman, that would make sense because all of them are connected to him. All of them got a right to say that they was Paul was the best with them or something. But just to have Self just randomly thrown in, we always want to see the Self versus Roman. But then putting CM Punk with that don't fit. Just like putting Seth Rollins with Roman and CM Punk don't fit. Just to give them something to do. Because this is random. This is a random match. It was no story before this. It was no reasoning. Y'all could have said that whole Paul Heyman fulfilling CM Punk's promise. Y'all could have said that for next year when Punk had the right to main event WrestleMania. as a singles competitor for a world championship. That's when you save all that. But the fact that you just throwed him in to this match because y'all didn't have shit for neither one of these people to do. You didn't have nothing for Seth to do. You didn't have nothing for Roman to do. And you didn't have nothing for Punk to do. So you all just said, yeah, we're going to throw him in and make them the main event because that's what the people want. The people don't want that jump. All year the people have spoken. We want Jay. Man, we're going to have to make a whole thing like the We Want Cody movement for Jay. But it's too late now. WrestleMania is a couple of days away. And just because they have messed up this match card, and that's not it, y'all. G will tell you, there's plenty of matches that could have been on free TV. And we're going to speak about it. Because this WrestleMania, if anything, just feels random, man.
So back to what Q just said, I'm going to rewind a little bit. I actually love what's going on with this Paul Heyman, Roman, CM Punk, and Seth, which we all know, which is, I've heard rumors about Shield coming back WrestleMania, which I know everybody is going to be. I was finna cut. I heard Shield is coming back, supposedly WrestleMania. You know, John Moxley's supposed to show up.
John Moxley is on a full contract with AEW. He is not showing up.
These are the rumors.
It's no rumor. You can kill that. That's not even worth saying.
Well, back to the Heyman situation at hand. I feel Heyman is going to...
Because it's bullshit. That's the reason why you can't come up with nothing. What don't make sense? Do either one of these motherfuckers need Paul Heyman? See, I'm cursing. Do either one of these people need Paul Heyman to talk for them?
I think Paul Heyman. I might be crazy.
Do CM Punk need Paul Heyman to talk for him? Does Seth Rollins need Paul Heyman to talk for him?
Apparently, everybody needs Paul Quint.
At this point, Roman don't even need it. But it makes sense for Roman because Roman is a part-time player. By Roman not being there every week, you have somebody to talk for him in between those times to keep him relevant.
So that means it makes sense, right, Q?
That makes sense for him to stay with Roman because Roman is looked at as this king character who needs like another person who talks for him. Like, it fits with that. It fits with Roman being a part-time guy who really wasn't that comfortable on the mic. Roman is completely comfortable on the mic now, but he still doesn't show up enough to get his point across. That's why you got Paul Heyman, just like you had with Brock. Do you see how that worked? Paul Heyman was put with people who didn't know how to handle themselves on the mic. And mostly part-timers, because he can big them up when they're not available in there. What does he do for CM Punk? One of the best talkers ever. What does he do for Seth Rollins? Nowadays, one of the best talkers ever. Where does it fit in? Only way you can see this happening is Seth Rollins turns and joins The Rock. But what the hell they got to do with Paul Heyman?
Guys, I really want to know what this favor is that Paul owes CM Punk.
He already said it. Haven't you been watching? The favor was just him being in his corner. That was the favor. That was all. He just wanted him to walk out with him. Listen. That's the favor. That's what this about. It's a match about companionship.
Listen,
this is stupid.
I'm a CM Punk fan, I'm a Roman fan, and I'm a Seth fan. Q is mad about this match, but I'm loving the match. I do hate the fact that they made it a main event.
That's the point that I'm mad about. You got a random match that was thrown together 2 weeks ago, and you said, this is going to main event Mania. You want to have this match as the last match? Another random match? Like, what is Rey Mysterio and Lucha Gable doing on the card? That could have been on free TV. That really could have been on free TV. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. That could have been on free TV.
Free TV.
These are free TV matches. These aren't the matches we've been waiting all year to see or the moments we've been waiting all year to see. What have we been waiting all year to see? Jey Uso win the heavyweight championship. We've been waiting all year for that. Put it there. Naomi and Jade. We waited like half a year to find out basically what was going to happen with that. Perfect build. No one has been better on the road to WrestleMania than Jay and Naomi. That's what we want to see. We want to see the matches with stories, and ultimately it's been building for a while. These random matches. And look, the whole thing about John Cena selling his soul to The Rock. It doesn't make sense. What did he... He didn't change, really. He just changed his attitude. He's wearing the same damn jorts and retirement merch and all that.
Said jorts.
Jean shorts, that's what it's called.
Oh.
So, look, this is what I'm saying. Even the Cody match seems random. Just because we never found out truly why John Cena sold his soul. And what does that even mean?
First off, I'm loving this heel Cena. First off, everybody, it's year of the heel. Thanks to every male and female, Cena, Naomi, who has turned heel. It's the year of the heels. Eventually, everybody's gonna be heels, and I'm gonna be happy, go happy about it.
You win.
I keep telling Q.
You gonna keep saying everybody being heel be a good thing, but if everybody's heel, no one is a heel. It's no Batman.
Q always ruins my dream.
It's no Batman. Who the heels gonna fight? The heels?
I'm saying not everybody gotta be a heel, but a good bit.
Well, before
wait, Q,
this
I want to talk about. I love this storyline. Honestly, that's going on with Jay and Gunther. It reminds you definitely of the Karate Kid. Jay is definitely the underdog. Daniel, Gunther's, the Cobra Kai guy. And we all know how that ended. But
do you understand? That's why let me speak for myself. That's why I'm so upset, because these are the moments that we wait for all year. We wait for the biggest moments to be made at WrestleMania. The biggest moments happening. Coming to a conclusion. Cody versus Cena, I'm hyped about. But the reasoning behind it is random. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match, just so they can have them something to do, is random. There's no reason for it to be a main event. They're main event players. But this year, they're not the main event. The main event is the dude who has main event in his name, Jey Uso. And Roman, I don't care, man. Somebody should have stepped up and been like, yo, this Jey year, Jey done made this company what it was this year. Nobody has rocked arenas like Jey. Nobody's has had the movement of Jey Uso. We can't take this away from him at the last minute. Somebody should have stood up. I wouldn't have been cared. I wouldn't even have cared if Jey Uso would have pulled an Ultimate Warrior. This was a story about Ultimate Warrior waiting to the day of the pay-per-view to tell Vince McMahon, yo, either this happening or I'm not coming. I wouldn't care if Jey was like, look, my name ain't opening act Jey Uso. It's main event Jey Uso. Either I'm on the main event or I won't show up. I wouldn't even care. Jey deserved this spot, and they really took it away from him. People want to talk about how Roman and The Rock almost took Cody's spot last year. Literally, the whole movement, the whole Yeet gang, they just let this shit just happen. They just let Roman get the main event again. And this time it's actually for nothing. I don't give a damn who's with Paul Heyman or not. I don't care about that. Who cares?
All right, Q, moving right along. We got to talk about this EXT, Rhea Ripley, and EO 3-way.
I'm very happy about this match. This is one of the matches I am looking forward to.
Now, my predictions for this match, I have Bianca winning. Not just because she's my birthday twin. Shout out Big Aries. We doing it right now.
All right.
Shout out B49. I definitely see her getting the belt back. I don't see Rhea or EO getting the belt.
It's a problem with that. Number one, her husband is a champion on the other show. Are we going to believe that they're going to split up like their marriage basically for this championship? I can't sell that. But I also can't see EO, who shouldn't have been in the match regardless. I don't give a damn. Man, I'm popping, man. EO Sky shouldn't have been in the title picture, period. If they were smart, they would have had Naomi and Jade over there on Raw and have them in the triple threat match. All three of them for this belt. But again, they got to find some way to put people in there just that random. Rhea shouldn't have never lost no belt on free TV to EO Sky.
Yeah, that was insanity. I told you.
Why are we doing that, man? Literally.
Triple H. What
EO Sky was in a WrestleMania match last year. It's like, no, I'm telling you, and I don't want to say it like this, but it's like they really are trying to get representation of all races in matches for random reasons. And while I agree, yeah, that's good for that to be, but it shouldn't just be that. Put EO in a match versus Lyra Valkyria for these mid-card titles that y'all do fucking nothing with. And that's another thing. Boy.
I think they downplaying Rhea like she, excuse my language, NXT Ricky.
I mean, it's
like Q
this.
said, number one, you definitely don't let Rhea Ripley lose on
to EO Sky,
TV.
Who was just losing on speed. She lost on speed, I believe, to Candice LeRae. And you just gonna be like, oh, we don't got a Asian in here. Let's give her the belt. And let's have Rhea and Bianca, a match everybody's been waiting for. It's like this whole third leg syndrome. Like, y'all gotta find a way. If the match with Roman was between him and Seth, people would be hyped about that. People be hyped about that. If it was even between CM Punk and Roman, I believe people would be super hyped about that.
No, Q, everybody is actually pretty hyped about this three-way.
I'm not hyped about it.
I know you're not.
I'm not hyped about no three-way on this card. I can't wait to see Bianca and Rhea do their thing. But just to throw EO Sky in there, for what? Like, logically, it says that Rhea's going to get the belt back. But if Rhea gets the belt back just like that, what was the whole thing for anyway? What was it for? And if EO keeps it, if EO keeps this belt,
I got Bianca, y'all.
I hope Bianca
I'm going
win,
Team
but
EXT.
it don't make no sense for Bianca to win.
It does make all the sense.
Let me tell you why. Number one,
that doesn't matter.
Number one, her husband is on SmackDown. Number one, her biggest rivals and opponents are on SmackDown. Naomi is on SmackDown.
Okay.
So tell me this. If Bianca is supposed to be now, after WrestleMania, like you say, the Raw Women's Champion, how did she get to Naomi? How did she get to Jade? How do we make that work?
I got EXT, y'all.
Look, man, okay. Liv Morgan to
and
me.
Y'all might think I'm crazy, but it may be a big show up with this three-way. Somebody might pop up big. I got a feeling it might be a female that pops up.
Just more random stuff that just happened to happen.
I would love to see a good pop-up person.
Like who? Throw somebody out there random.
Jada Parker.
Okay, Jada Parker. Jada Parker, who's this?
Lash Legends, Jakar.
No, they ain't gonna do that. Because like I said, if y'all was paying attention to social media, They could have put Lash Legend and Jakar in a match
I would
against
love
Liv Morgan and Raquel. Hold up. Tell me that's not a perfect match.
Shawn Michaels, if you can hear me, I would love for you to start getting Jada Parker up there to Raw and SmackDown. Just to fight the main attractions.
They don't have a winning down there,
With her
so why
being
would
the
they have
main
a winning
attraction,
up
she
there?
needs to fight main attraction.
But she's not the main attraction in there. She's losing so much.
Look at all these chicks are just sitting in NXT. I want to get off subject for a minute. All these good chicks. You got Jada Parker. You got Nikita Lyons. You got, it's so many. Jakar, Lash Legends. You got all these good wrestlers. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I get tired of seeing the same chicks every Monday,
like Bayley,
Friday.
Like Bayley.
And to bring up Bayley,
they always try to fit her into the damn Mania picture, man.
Like Q
I'm
said,
tired of all this stuff, man. She need to be an announcer, man.
She's always in a heavyweight title match. She's always in.
She can lose every match, and then somehow they'll try to fit her in a Mania. I don't know who she's fucking or sucking at that company, but they always try to do that.
We might have to censor that,
no, I don't even care no more.
It might have to be a
I don't even
censor.
care no more. I think we passed that 10-minute mark where they don't care.
Q is going back to attitude area.
Look, this crowd, what they got going, just to have names in there. How about we make some names? How about that? Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. The perfect matchup. You got a big one versus a big one. A medium-sized one versus a medium-sized one. You got they black and white equivalents, and it was just perfect. And they are a real tag team. Why don't you put them against them instead of making this BS tag team, Lyra Valkyria, who y'all keep trying to push on us, and it's not working. Bayley with a title, it never works. Bayley has never worked with a title, but y'all keep trying to push this on us. Liv definitely don't deserve that. Liv has been probably top 3 female in that company, and she deserves better than this. She deserves better than to face this random tag team again thrown together at the last minute. Do you see a theme happening right now? What about the lunch cards? Kaden and the other little girl.
Why y'all mistreating?
They're a real tag team.
Why they mistreating the lunch cards?
Why are they doing that to real tag teams? For makeshift tag teams, and one of them already got a title. And we're not lining up to see Lyra Valkyria as an IC champion. If we're not lining up to see Bayley as any type of champion, what make you think that we will actually care about anybody winning this match but Liv and Raquel, who we're not supposed to care about? Just like you said, they could have got some NXT girls, put them in there, bam. Give them a chance. And you would think Lash Legend, she was making noise at the Royal Rumble. And then what happened?
I would love for Jada Parker and Bianca to start a story beef. That'll be great. Both of them seem like they're the same person.
I think that
one is cocky, one is cockier. One is, they're kind of the same person. I think Jada is definitely the EXT.
I don't think they look at Jada like that. I think
they should.
They definitely should, but they play her out the box. They have a lose too much. This is the most disappointed I've been in the last couple of years at a WrestleMania, just because of how random and last minute it's been. It feels like it's just been randomly thrown together just to grab money. Yeah, Roman, CM Punk, Seth, they make money. Let's put them in a match. Logan, he has a bunch of Twitter followers. Let's put him in a match against AJ Styles. I don't like matches that happen on pay-per-views for no reasons. WCW used to do that crap. And when they did that crap, you seen that their company was on a decline. You have a random match on a WCW pay-per-view that you were like, they could have put this on, not even Raw, they could have put this on Thunder. And they would trot matches out there like that, randomly thrown together because they are not looking to develop people and stories and make moments. They're looking to capture what's already there. I don't care about nothing but 3 matches, probably 4 matches. I care about the Bianca and Rhea match. But Io Sky, I wouldn't have cared what she was doing this weekend. Then Jade and Naomi, that's what I'm looking the most forward to. Because you see, it's a story back there.
Let's go, Nate. You got it.
And
Team Trinity.
The fans are involved with that. And they done did so good just on the road to WrestleMania putting that together. I want to see what's going to happen with the Cody and John Cena match. Just because I want to see John Cena just get the belt to see what he's going to do with it. But we're just now finding out. I don't know if y'all were like us, but we were under the assumption that WrestleMania was going to be John Cena's last match. That's why it never made sense to me for him to get a belt. I was like, what? And even he talks like, when he gets, even if he is to win at WrestleMania, that he's going to take the belt and never come back or something. But they got him promoted for the Backlash poster with Randy Orton. And then they got him saying he's going to be there at SummerSlam. I thought WrestleMania was supposed to be his last match. I don't know, man. This is just...
But back to the Jade and Naomi. As Q knows, I'm the biggest Naomi fan. I'm Team Naomi all day. She's literally my favorite. Love everything about her. And this new heel Naomi just added more fire to the fuel. Loving the razor look with the razors and everything. That's great. She's definitely destined for that belt. I definitely want to see Naomi with the heavyweight champion.
Me too. And that would make it even better. If Naomi can, I just wish...
I think it's going to be an epic match, but at the end of the day, I don't think Jade or Naomi's going to win. I think it's going to be a disqualification.
Yeah, I think something like Nia Jax going to come out there and interfere, probably help her kinfolk. Maybe start the female bloodline angle.
Wouldn't y'all love a female bloodline? Can y'all imagine?
We don't need that, but
we do need
I wouldn't be against that.
Why not? It'll be a first time thing too. That'll be great.
But this is what I wish, because again, this is WrestleMania. I like for stakes to be on the line, man. That's what makes these matches even more greater, when you know it's something on the line. That's why championships are so important in wrestling, because it makes the stakes higher and puts something on the line. But again, they think a match like that should be an opening match.
And another thing, Q, let's talk about...
Hold on, though. But one thing I want to say about the Jade and Naomi. If I was behind the booking of Jade and Naomi, I would make that a number 1 contenders match. Whoever wins this gets to go against the winner of Charlotte and Tiffany.
Totally agree.
Number 1 reason is because I want Naomi to get that belt. That way, when Bianca, Lord, I hope she don't lose at WrestleMania. She got a shriek going. Please don't let Bianca lose. But let's say if Bianca loses
She's not
at
losing.
WrestleMania.
She winning.
Let's just say, for instance, if what I said is true, they don't want to break up their family, and they just wanted a name to go into the Rhea match. But if Naomi can get the belt after winning a controversial win against Jade, and then Bianca's back over there, Bianca can start the rivalry with Naomi, while Jade starts the rivalry with Bianca and Naomi. It's like this whole triangle of fucking just awesomeness that they can just play it as. Because something should be on the line for that. It should be. No character in wrestling right now besides probably Timeless Tony Storm that is doing better character work than Naomi. It's Naomi's time, man. You the biggest Naomi fan I know. If it was any time, her promos, her video packages, her appearance, her look, and we know she's the shit in the ring. If they can get the belt on her at this point in her career, they can really have something. It's something nobody would be expecting, and it's just to reward her for the level she gonna reach. She's like the heel Jimmy right now to me. Well, I said Jimmy. She's like the heel version of Jay right now. She's, to me, the best heel in the company, the same way he the best.
And number one, I think Naomi has had the best female promo this year. So
yeah, man. That whole thing with her and Bianca and Jade, this has been
this has gotten real personal. It's gotten real out of hand. If y'all have been watching on Twitter, Naomi and Jay have really been going at it in the DMs, throwing shots.
They are like,
so this is kind of like a personal. This is personal for both of them.
This match.
This is probably gonna be my favorite match. Even
I told you, this the match I'm looking most forward to.
Main event, man. And that's my match. If y'all want to know my matches that I'm excited to see WrestleMania, main event, Naomi Jade, main event Jade Gunther, CM Punk Roman, Seth, Cody Cena.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm watching the beginning of night one just to see Jay, and I'm watching Naomi, and I'm watching Jade. The rest of night one, I don't even care. I'm going to be probably somewhere chilling. I really don't care because I'm not connected to none of this junk. I'm not invested in none of this stuff. I'm only watching the matches that I'm invested with. I'm invested with Jay and Gunther. I'm watching that. I'm invested with Naomi and Jade. I'm watching that. I'm not invested in no random Roman match. I'm not invested in no Rey Mysterio match. I don't care about none of that other stuff.
Clearly he doesn't care, y'all.
I really don't. And I don't know if this is just me comparing this WrestleMania to WrestleMania 40, probably the greatest WrestleMania of all time. It's just to see how random it is now.
Let us know in the comments who are y'all favorite cards y'all looking forward to, and
yeah, what's y'all favorite matches? Are y'all hyped about this? I'm not trying to bring y'all down. If y'all hyped about it, great. If y'all want to see those matches, more power to you.
I know y'all. But he was being a stick in the mud.
I'm just saying it could have been handled a lot better.
I totally agree, especially with the card. And like Triple H, I guess he be half asleep when he do these cards.
No, man. And I know it's a lot of people in his ear, man. I really be thinking The Rock be behind a lot of this stuff, man.
Probably is.
He probably like, no, I talked to Tony and this is the direction we think would be best for business, putting Roman and CM Punk last. Yeah, that'd be right for the marquee or some shit. You can tell. And I don't know if y'all checked out GOAT Talk with Jay and Jimmy.
Now you just need a rock vest. You talking like...
No, I'm dead serious. If you look at the Jay and Jimmy GOAT Talk that they just put out this week, GOAT Talk is a show on YouTube. I think it's ran by Complex.
Not to cut Q off, but did y'all see when Jimmy slapped the shit out of Gunther? That was a real, like, you say some shit about my brother again, I'm going to take you in his
Man, I wish they would slap Triple H or The Rock like that for this card. But
I think that got slap of the year.
Jay was, but we digress. On GOAT Talk, they was asking them questions about what's the greatest of all time and what's the worst of all time. And when they asked Jay what the worst catchphrase of all time, he said, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. He said, number one, he can't cook. And then he said this other thing. So he was really popping on The Rock. Maybe he know that The Rock was behind them taking him out of the main event because the Royal Rumble don't matter no more. And you can just put matches together. Like, think about this. After the Royal Rumble and after the Elimination Chamber, we were sure that we was going to get one-on-one Jay versus Gunther in the main event. And we were sure we was going to get one-on-one Rhea versus Bianca. And somehow the WWE has found a way to take away the whole excitement, at least for me, with those matches by putting random ass Io Sky in the match. And I don't know whether they're going to find this out sooner or later, but champions who cannot talk do not effing work. Shinsuke, it didn't work. Not because he didn't look cool.
I loved him as a champ. He was fucking awesome.
But this why it didn't work. Because he can't talk. The crowd is not able to relate to him. His character was awesome. His new music change was awesome. But you could tell he still wanted to come down there dancing. And Io Sky, man, she is just random, man. She's the definition of random right now. She should be fighting Lyra Valkyria. She shouldn't be fighting in between Bianca and Jade. I mean, dang. She shouldn't be fighting in between Bianca and Rhea. This is a match everybody has waited forever for. Why couldn't it just be them?
How y'all feeling about Miss Charlotte and Tiffy?
I think that the fans have been overly hard on Charlotte. But again, it's how WWE played it. Number one, Charlotte should not have came back and been able to win the Royal Rumble. Number one, they know fans hate that type of stuff. They hate when somebody is just, in their eyes, giving a title just to have it. They always had a problem with that. Now, think about it. We are in a country right now that's trying to reemerge from the worst presidency ever. People are struggling to make it. The first promo they show with Charlotte, she's on a damn yacht talking about how better she is than everybody in this. How are the fans supposed to relate to that? How are these fans who spend their last money on these tickets supposed to relate to her now? Why do you just show a promo of her working like, hey man, I know it's going to be hard. I'm not the wrestler I used to be. I'm another year old. My bones are broken again. I got felt so many times. I don't know if I got it. Everybody would have been able to relate to that and get behind that. And you let her not win on Royal Rumble. And you have Tiffy like, did y'all see Charlotte out there? She's washed. Because Tiffy doesn't work as a babyface. Tiffy works as a bratty, I'm better than you, but can bag it up in the ring heel. Tiffany Stratton, when she's forced to be a babyface, it just sounds whiny and awkward. And this all had to do with Charlotte, how she came in, how they let her win, and when they tried to make her a face, she got booed so bad that she had to become a heel, and Tiffy had to become the face. Again, this is WWE's mismanagement of talent and opportunity. Look what they done did with Roxanne Perez since then. They just had her last week jobbing to Tiffany Stratton, and she lasted longer than any woman in WrestleMania in Royal Rumble history. But now she's not even on TV. She's back down in NXT trying to make a tag team. I mean, what is this? Think about this. How many NXT talents that got called up to the main roster? We was like, why did you pick them? Blair Davenport, fired. Ilya Dragunov off TV. Carmelo Hayes, fucking awesome ass, is being forced to be in a tag team with The Miz.
Y'all know who I miss? Shotzi.
She's
doing her thing in NXT. Shout out to Shots, Gigi Dolan. She definitely needs to be up there at WWE.
She got one of the best promos in the game.
Gigi, Georgia girl, if y'all didn't know too. Anna J, you need to come on down there too from AEW. Georgia girl, Anna J. So,
Mariah May's coming, but another fumble by Tony.
Soraya is supposed to be coming.
Paige. Her mama named her Paige. We're going to call her Paige. Nah, her mama actually named her Soraya. But check this out. I'm not too hyped, y'all. I'm not too excited. Maybe that'll change getting closer to the event, but I'm just a man of tradition.
No, guys, when Q talks like this, nothing's gonna change about it.
I'm saying this don't seem fair, man. It's just like last year, man. It don't seem fair that Cody wasn't gonna be fighting for the belt. He was just gonna hand it over to Roman. How did they mismanage this? If you didn't see that happening with Charlotte, you're blind. If y'all let Jay win the Royal Rumble, treat him like he's a Royal Rumble winner.
Right.
Not one Royal Rumble winner is in the main event of any kind.
And that is insanity.
And you just give it to random matches. Randomness. What does Seth have to do with CM Punk and Roman? He don't like neither one. That's why y'all threw him in there. Well, why make it about Paul? Paul's coming with me. Paul's coming with me. That's gay. It's gay. It's super gay. It's the gayest match in WrestleMania history.
Say that.
And we gonna have matches with Goldust.
Q, you trying to get us fucking banned, man.
I don't care. No. I don't even care.
You edit that.
No, I'm not editing it.
Yes, you is. You is going to
It's a gay match. We don't, no, gay people would think that this is gay. If it's gay, it's gay. 3 straight men fighting over an old man. That's what the match is about. Who can leave with him? That's not gay.
I really hope you edit to this.
When you play this back, it's going to be on there.
The funniest shit ever was you just said that and you didn't wait. You said when you play it. This is the funniest shit so far today when you just said that.
Look, man, I'm about ready to finish up, but
I think we covered everything.
This has been another episode of GQ